Hey, I'm glad you stopped by. Come on in. So, you said you're feeling a little bit lost. That's not always a bad thing. When you're feeling lost, it just means you're ready for something else. You're ready to grow. So, have a seat, grab a coffee, come on in. It's time for coffee with mom and some real talk. When I was your age, I I just remember sitting in my house and thinking to myself, you know, everyone else has this whole life thing together. Why don't I? I had everything that I was supposed to have on the outside. I had a couple of kids. I had a great house. I had this career. You know, I should be ecstatic, right? But the thing was, I didn't feel that way. I felt overwhelmed and I didn't know what I was doing. I mean, it's all practice. You I used to joke with your sister that the first kids always practice. So, you know, I just I just didn't understand why I felt the way that I did and why I didn't know what was going on. So I understand what it's like to be lost or to feel lost. But what I didn't know then is what I want to tell you now. Feeling lost isn't a detour, it's part of the map. It's the part of the map that's going to bring you to be your future you. And I know that sounds stupid and cliche, but it's not. It's not. It's not a detour. It's your path. And you shouldn't feel like you can't talk about it with other people. Matter of fact, you should talk about it because there are a lot of people out there that are feeling exactly like you feel right now. Lesson one: stop comparing timelines. Things are a lot different now than they were when I was younger. We look at everything through a digital lens. Social media, you've got so many people to compare yourself to. Your cousin sitting over there who's posting this picture perfect Christmas card family picture. What you don't know is it took her 3 hours to set that up. The dog's wearing a harness because he kept running out of the shot every time the camera flashed. The baby, she's got her hand on that baby's leg because that's where the kid threw up. And her son sitting over there with that cute little slick down hairdo. Well, it's only slicked down because it's wet and he just stuck a candy cane in it and they had to wash it. It's not as picture perfect as you think. And what about that social media star over there that you love? You follow them, you buy all their merchandise. They're posting all of this content that makes your life look like dog crap, to be honest. You know, what you don't realize is that little social media star over there with the picture perfect life, she's been separated from her spouse for like 6 months and she's still posting content because it's her business. It's her business to look perfect. That's what you see behind the lens, is what they want you to see. Nobody is going to post the messy middle part of their life. They're only going to post the highlight reel. Life is not a highlight reel, it is the messy middle. I guess what I'm saying is not everyone is as far ahead as you think they are. Maybe there are people out there with perfect lives, but I've never met any of them. Everyone has their struggles, no matter how perfect they make their life look. You're not behind, you're just on your own timeline, and feeling lost is part of that. Lesson two: try things, even the wrong ones. When you don't know what to do, just start doing something. Do something different than what you've tried before, even if you don't think it fits in your life. Go to a concert or a sporting event that you wouldn't have gone to before. Go on that hike that you want to go on. Go down to the community center and see if there are any volunteer opportunities for things that you didn't think you would be interested in. Because doing something is going to teach you a lot more about what you don't like. And that's going to help you figure out what you do like. Maybe you like going on that hike at 3 o'clock in the morning and watching the sunrise from a mountaintop. I mean, it's not really my thing, but hey, a lot of people out there like that kind of stuff. So you need to find the things that you like to do, and that's going to help you on that path to finding who you want to be. Because even a wrong turn teaches you something. Try different hobbies. You can try journaling. You can try, I don't know, cooking if that's your thing. You know, just get out there and try things. Because clarity doesn't come from thinking, it comes from doing. And you need to get out there and do something, anything. Lesson 3, you're allowed to redefine yourself. There is no rule saying that you have to stick to one path forever. You're not a failure just because you change your mind. You're just evolving. Let me give you some examples. Anna Mary Robertson Moses, better known as Grandma Moses, didn't start painting until she was 78. Now that's a career change. In 2006, one of her paintings sold for $1.2 million. And you know what she did before that? She was a housekeeper and a farm worker. And look at Vera Wang. Vera Wang was an ice skater and a journalist before she went into fashion. She didn't design her first wedding dress until she was 40. Most people would say that's a second career. But look at her now. She's one of the premier women's designers in the world. And Julia Child. Okay, now some of you may not know who Julia Child is. Look her up. And if you like the movies, there's a movie out called Julie and Julia. And it will give you an interesting perspective on her life. But Julia Child is a chef, or was a chef. I'm sorry, she's passed now. But she started out working in advertising media, and she worked for the Office of Strategic Services, which was the precursor to the CIA. She actually helped develop shark repellent for unexploded ordnance in the ocean. And she didn't start cooking until she was 32. And when she was 50, she wrote her first cookbook, launching her career as a celebrity chef. It doesn't matter where you're at now. You can change your mind. You can do things that make you happy. You can find something that makes you happy later in life. I'm just trying to say you're not stuck where you're at. So if you're feeling lost, just go try things. Every version of you, the unsure one, the messy one that's sitting out crying in the car, you deserve to be loved. You deserve to be happy right now. So if you're lost, maybe that's exactly where you're supposed to be, because life doesn't hand you a map. You draw that map on your own. One moment, one step, one hobby, one right turn, one wrong turn at a time. I don't have all the answers. Nobody does. I'm just a mom who's been there. And I promise, it gets clearer. And if you ever need a reminder that you're not alone, you know where to find me. Pull up a chair, pour yourself a coffee, and sit down with coffee with mom and have some real talk.